Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talk Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. Or welcome to podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on a two-bird screen. I like to get in here and give my unique perspective, because after 46 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed unique perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I'd like to get on and tell about it, because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to France. Got some plays over in France this past week. Gracias, gratitude, todo repas. In France, I bought some lotion for my hands this week because my hands were very ashy. I had some very ashy hands, so I bought some lotion, right? And looking at the bottom, like, oh, this is great lotion, works fantastic. Who makes this lotion? I looked it up. Turns out this lotion company is owned by a company in France. Here I thought it was an American company this whole time, but it's owned by you guys over in France. So the lotion that's making my hands nice and smooth is owned by you guys. Gracias, gratitude. Appreciate that very much because now my hands look fantastic. So thanks for listening. Gracias, gratitude. And just FYI, back in the day was School to be a radio DJ, but never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't have the awareness. If I would have had more awareness, that would enable me to become a world famous radio DJ. But I didn't. And it allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate, might be true, might not be true. But I said it on the internet. So it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, planes, trains, automobiles, bikes, three-wheelers, motorcycles, fifth wheels. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're in line, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, I could ramble all day, but I won't. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, do you like music? Chances are, if you listen to my podcast, you might like music. So if you like music, recording artist Picard Tiberius, who specializes in electronic, spacey, weird sounds, just dropped a new album, The Invisible Man. It's an 8-track soundscape of spacey, electronic, weird sounds. And guess what? Yours truly, the Captain, dropped a verse on that album. Yeah, I did a song called Embracing Madness with the one and only Picard Tiberius. And I'll be honest, it was done electronically. I don't even know what Picard Tiberius even looks like. Say he's from space. He may be an alien. I don't even know. But all I know is I did a track. It's called Embracing Madness. You can hear it. I'll put a link to the album below. Check it out. Now let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. And you know what? This week, it's possible I wouldn't come back. Because, to be honest with you, the monkey mind was tapping around in my brain. The monkey mind was telling me, you're not good enough. The monkey mind was comparing. The monkey mind had these images and words and ideas floating through my brain for a small moment of time. It was just going at my mind. Like I'm sitting there like, why am I thinking that? Why are those ideas and words and images floating through my brain? I had no idea, but they were there. Part of it probably was because I didn't get a lot of rest. And if you don't get a lot of rest, sometimes the monkey mind attacks. At least in my experience. And when I talk about monkey mind, I'm talking about those thoughts, those doubts, that voice in your head that says you're not good enough. You probably experienced it. It says more than you're not good enough, but it just says not positive things. Instead of saying empowering ideas and words, it says disempowering words. And you know what? The Captain ain't about that. But there's a piece of my brain that likes to go there sometimes. And I gotta let that monkey mind know, like, bro, I don't play that. Homie, don't play that. I don't go there. I don't think those thoughts. I had to put him in line to give him a banana. I said, bro, nah. Not today, monkey mind. That's not how I get down. It's not my ninja way. It's not how I roll. So I had to civilize that monkey mind. Didn't take that long, actually. You know, I always keep bananas in the house. So I just gave him a banana and he shut right up. So anyways, I civilized the monkey mind this week. And here I am podcasting once again. And this week, I got to go to Tulsa again. This week, I went back to Tulsa again. I'm loving Tulsa, bro. I'm going to stay at the Mayo, bro. The Mayo looks so cool. I got to go there. I got to stay at the Mayo. Tulsa's so cool. I went to Tulsa again. Yeah, I saw Tulsa King again. Tulsa King. Visitation place. So dope. So I'm going to talk about that this week. But before I get into it, a couple things. First of all, there will be spoilers. And second of all, I do own shares in the parent company of Paramount Plus. I want to be clear and transparent to let you know that, because I am going to talk about Tulsa King, which is on that app. So I just want to let you know and be clear and transparent. So now that I told you that, let's get right into Tulsa King Visitation Place. So this week, we find Dwight doing gangster stuff again. And he's expanding his empire. He's in Tulsa, he's growing, he's expanding his empire. Now he's selling balloons. Balloons. Not balloons for parties, bro. Well, they kind of are for parties. But balloons that make you feel a certain type of way. Say, bro, we're going to sell these balloons. These balloons make you feel better. Apparently. I've never used those type of balloons, so I don't even know. But apparently that's what they're doing. So he's doing it. He said, bro, we're going to make some money. We're going to sell these balloons, bro. We're going to go over here and sell them. So they're cool. So Dwight is expanding that empire. In the process of expanding that empire, though, and trying to make a little cash for him and his crew, apparently, he was stepping into zones or going places where other people also made money there. So his crew, the general's crew, selling these balloons, making some money. But apparently there's some other people, some other group that sells balloons there too and also makes money. They do that as well. So when you have resources and you're competing for resources, no matter what walk of life, whether you're into gangster life or whether you're on Wall Street, there's battle for resources, there's battle for money, battle for customers, and this is what Dwight ran into. But in Dwight's world, it can get a little physical, right? Got a little physical. Say, bro, Dwight, your team is taking our money, taking our resources. This is our spot. You're taking food from our table, bro. You can't take food from my table. I need to eat. So you got to stop that, and we're going to sell our wares here. And that is what happened. But you know, Dwight is a strategist. Dwight is a student of Sun Tzu. Dwight has read The Art of War probably multiple times. I've read it myself multiple times. Dwight knows strategy, so he's like, bro, you going to take my money? You going to take my balloons? You think that I'm not going to respond to that? You think you're going to take my money and take my stuff and there'll be no response? Dwight's like, no, bro. I don't play that. We come from New York. That's not how we play. And then Dwight the General crafts his response and they respond. And so that's what goes on in the episode this week. Also, additionally, in the end of the episode, Dwight has a very touching moment with his brother that's about to pass away. And I'll be honest, that scene, it had me tearing up. I do have a brother as well, so I could relate to that a lot, right? I could relate to that moment, that emotion. And I so felt it so much, I just started tearing up. Like, I did not expect to tear up from this show, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting that. I've been laughing a lot at this show, but I didn't expect to tear up, be honest with you. It was very unexpected. And that moment that Sly Stallone was acting that part with his brother about to pass away, I felt that, man. I really started feeling those feels, as they say. So a fine episode, dope episode. But what I want to do, like I do in these podcasts all the time, is take one aspect of the show and just pull on the thread a little bit, dig a little deeper, right? Just a little bit deeper. So in the show, Dwight and his crew, they're doing they do certain stuff. They're making money in certain ways. They're a little group, a little organization that's making money. They're all trying to do certain things. They're all trying to get ahead, advance, make money, thrive, eat, all these things. But also, there's another group out there doing the same thing. They want to do the same. They want to eat. They want to make money. They want to grow. Right? Another separate, different group. And really, that is just an example of how the world works, in my opinion. It seems, in my opinion, there's a lot of groups across the whole globe. And they are all in competition to eat, to gain resources, to gain money, to grow, to advance. And sometimes these groups in that quest, and they're trying to achieve that, come at odds and have conflict. And they have conflict in many different ways and results in many different complications and altercations with these particular groups. Happens all the time. In every country in the world. It doesn't matter what country you live in. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter where you're at on planet Earth, from the micro to the macro, governments, jobs, schools, wherever it's a bunch of people, it is happening all the time, right? So this happens all the time. So knowing this, knowing that this happens, how can we use that to our advantage if we know this? Knowing this is how the game works, I think we need to rise above that whole group mentality, that whole tribal group mentality. We need to just move above and beyond that, right? I look like this. I think like this. I wear this. I talk like this. That's fine. That's cool. It's okay. You can do that. But let's not pigeonhole ourselves to just one category, in one group, in one area. It's so limiting. It's so limited that I belong to this particular circle, particular tribe, particular group, particular culture. It's fine. Embrace those differences. Embrace that. But we are more than that. We're expansive beyond that. We transcend those groups battling each other. Be above that, right? If there's crabs in a barrel, be the guy outside of the barrel looking at the crabs. You're looking down on the crabs. Not down in like a negative way, but you've just risen above that. Because if you look at social media, if you look at the globe, if you watch the news, if you just look at any kind of media, this is happening all the time. You see it everywhere. It's happening all the time. People get so dedicated and lost in those different groups, and they'll argue and fight and conflict all day, right? It's just waste of time, bro. We wasting time going on Twitter and Facebook and arguing about these differences, right? Differences and all that, right? It's just, we could be pursuing such better, greater pursuits, like advancing ourselves in a better, fuller manner. These podcasts are all about expanding the mind, right? Growing the growth. If we get caught up in all that kind of mindset, we're not advancing and growing to our fullest potential, right? We want to be critical thinkers, see outside the rules and the boxes and the language that's currently the status quo, right? Understand that we got to move beyond. Like I was thinking this week, right? Like any invention you see that's been created recently, there was a moment in time that had not been created. In order to think or create this particular invention, you had to step outside the status quo and the norms to envision, to think, to create something that did not currently exist. Because if you stay fixed in that kind of mindset and language and wording, belief system, you will not be able to expand beyond it to create something new. The smartphones, smart watches, all these things that were just considered magic or science fiction. Someone had to step outside of the current boundaries of thought to expand and create that, right? So we could get stuck in these circles, battling each other for balloons and cash, which, that's one way to be. But let's try to step beyond that. Think outside the box and beyond and create new ways of gaining revenue, new ways of more resources. So more resources for everybody. Let's grow. Let's move beyond it. Is it possible? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm just dreaming. You heard the song in the show. War. What is it good for? Truth. They were battling each other. But what is that war good for? Absolutely nothing. To quote the song. They played the song at the greatest time. Because while those two groups are battling for those resources, those balloons, that money, the song told the truth. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. So let's not war with each other. Let's rise above, think beyond the status quo, beyond the current thought process, and expand and grow and thrive. Yes, maybe, maybe not. Am I talking crazy? It's possible. I don't know. What would Dwight the General think? Who knows? Let's ask him. So that's what I got out of Tulsa King this week. You might say, bro, you got that out of Tulsa King? You're a crazy dude. Yeah, a little bit. So thanks for listening. Guys, it's gratitude. And until next time, we'll see you. Live long and prosper. Spock. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.